Hey guys, and welcome back to Topic Tuesday episode 5. If you've watched any of our previous episodes, then thank you so much. I really love seeing those of you who watch, and when you guys feed back to me, it means so much. So on to today, I'm doing something a little bit different, but before I start, because I'm so excited, I want to share with you the guests we have coming on for the rest of November. So we have Imogen Horton, who's known as like Imagination. We have Chrissy Chella, and we have Holly Boone coming on, and I am honestly so excited. I could wet myself. But today it's just me, and we're going to be talking all things beauty hacks, makeup. I'm barefaced at the moment, as you can see, and I am going to be doing my makeup with you. I've decided I'm actually just going to do an everyday look. I was toying between doing something a little bit more full coverage and really going a little bit more heavy and using more products, but honestly, it's just not me day to day anymore, and I kind of just wanted to do my more everyday vibes. So that's what we're going to do, and also talk through some of the Topic Tuesday entries. If I sound a little bit husky and a little bit, it's the first day of my period and it's knocked me off my feet. I don't know if that's the same with you guys. I feel all a bit puffy as well. So yeah, apologies if I'm sounding a bit husky and different. And also, my nail broke, which is really frustrating. These are actually my natural nails as well, and it just snapped off yesterday. Of course, chasing after Ziggy, snapped off, but luckily I'm going to a nail appointment after this to get them fixed. So yeah, let's get into it. I thought I wanted to do this because honestly, funnily enough, I'm nowhere near a beauty person on Instagram or socials at all, but I get a lot of questions about like makeup and what I use, and I thought this would be the perfect way and the best place. I'm in beautiful lighting. I can really sit down and concentrate and show you this. So I'm first actually just going in with some Bobbi Brown primer. I love this product. So I was going to show you the two primers that I use. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but I would use this for like when I'm doing a real full face and I need it to last all day. But because I'm doing something a bit more natural and glowy, I'm not going to use that today, and I'm using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I don't know why I'm looking at this, like I don't know what it is, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's basically almost finished. I love this cream. I think it's beautiful. I would wear it every day, even if I don't wear makeup. It's just super hydrating. It gives me like skincare vibes. And maybe it is meant to be. I actually went to a Bobbi Brown workshop in Selfridges once, and I actually remember them saying that this is like a skincare vibe. And it's just so beautiful. I just love it. And it really feels nice to put it on today. I don't know why, but everything just feels, it's like nice and cool. So I'm first starting with this this one. It is actually a little bit more pricey, I think, but it's so worth it. And one thing I would say when it comes to like makeup and skincare is I think like invest in the good products, because honestly, sorry, I'm just reaching for something that I didn't get out. Honestly, I think it's worth it. So for my glowy look, I'm going in for I can't even think, what am I saying? I'm going in with the It Cosmetics CC cream. So this is a CC cream. And this is why I'm not a beauty influencer, because I don't actually know what that means. And I don't actually know what that does compared to like, you know, there's like BB creams, and then there's like, obviously I know it's different to foundation. It's a much more like light coverage. But I'm actually just warming it up in my hands. And I'm actually applying it with my hands. Now this is a little bit too dark, actually. The reason why is because normally I would use this on holiday, because I don't like to wear thick foundations or anything on holiday. I like to let my skin breathe, especially if it's had some sunlight, which we are failing to get at the moment in England. Actually, that's not fair, because we actually have had some good weather. So I'm just going in with that all around my face, and I'm literally using the tiniest amount. I'm barely even letting it cover my skin. I just find that in day to day, I don't like having thick, heavy products, and more so since I've had a baby. I'm really sorry to keep giving the whole I've had a baby spiel, but honestly, because it makes such a difference to your life, everything changes. And I've found that like even the makeup I like to wear, I just can't wear the thick stuff anymore. But what I will say is that other than this CC cream, which I adore, I really love this. This is the Airbrush Flawless foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is my go-to and has been my go-to for years and years and years. It's my favorite. I love it. If I wanted to wear something today that was a little more like durable, heavyweight, more full coverage, this gives me the perfect finish. And more time when I get so many lovely comments on my makeup, this is what I've been wearing. So again, it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's a little bit higher price point than like probably like the drugstore stuff. But honestly, it is my favorite and I literally adore it. Carl's just moving and I always wonder if I should stop. No, I shouldn't stop. Carl's still mic'd up for this podcast and that's great because maybe I'll just start asking him some questions about makeup. Even though he's going to be like, Lucy, shut the hell up. Yeah, so I've just kind of, by the way, there's a mirror here. I don't think you can see it in the camera, but I'm not looking directly to you guys all the time because I'm looking at the mirror. So as you can see, like, I can even see from my position, I can still see all my imperfections. I can see my freckles. I can see blemishes. It just kind of gives like a really glowy finish and it's really super lightweight. And that's what I love about this. I can't remember how I found out about this. I think I fell upon it once upon a time when I did like a Look Fantastic thing. And then I was hooked and then I got all my friends on it and my sister on it. And it's just a real lovely one. Now, going in with concealer, on the topic Tuesdays, a lot of people were like, how do I get non-creasy eye bags? And this is kind of where I wish I had Holly Boone with me because she would be the perfect person to answer this question. And we can ask her this question when she comes. Because honestly, guys, using my common sense, which sometimes I don't have a lot of, I think putting like a hydrated like primer, and also I actually saw Holly say this, putting like a sticky primer on as well under these areas really help. But I'm not gonna lie, I also suffer from creasy under eyes by the end of the day. But I think that's because I'm probably doing something wrong as well. So we'll put a pending one on that one and we can actually ask Holly. But as you can see, I have lots of the HNB concealers. They are so good. Honestly, she's killed it. And I don't know which shade I'm going to use, but I'm just going to go in with this more yellow undertone one because then I'm going to go in with my go-to. I'll show you in a second, which is a lot lighter. I always, if you've been with me for a while, you will know that I really love to go really light under my under eye. Some people may hate that and think it looks ridiculous, but I actually think it really brightens my face and I feel a lot more like confident with it. I don't know, like when I've had my makeup done in the past and stuff and the under eye has been quite dark, I'm like, whoa, I don't really recognize myself and I don't really love that. But I really love to do a really light under eye. And then I just go in with like a fluffy brush and I just like pat, probably for a little bit too long. But actually, what the hell am I talking about? Like I have loads of time to do my makeup. I do today, which feels really nice. I kind of just pat it all along and then I'll show you what I do next. But honestly, there is a trick to getting that perfect under eye. And as I say, I'm going to put a pending on it and I'm going to ask Holly because she's the queen of makeup in my opinion. I actually watched her for so many years and I've been such a huge like fan and friend, I guess. I think she's amazing. So yeah, just blending this out. I always like to put it here to do like a little bit of like natural contouring, especially because it's Cosmetic CC cream is a little bit too dark. And I kind of just blend that in. Now, obviously, it looks ridiculous. I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender, which is so dirty. Don't follow me on this one. Always make sure your Beauty Blender is clean and also wet. I am a sucker for that. As in, I suck at that, not I do it. I never do it, which is really bad because I know it gives you that real great kind of like the products merge really well together and it doesn't allow the product to go so much into the sponge. But I feel like this sponge is so like densely like it's got so much product in it already because it's not clean that no more product can go inside. Wow, I am waffling. But yeah, I literally just now blend that out with the Beauty Blender. I feel like it gives a seamless kind of like airbrush finish rather than where's that brush gone that she's rather than continuing with that brush. I actually got these Beauty Blenders. I always used to use the Real Technique ones. And then I was on TikTok and I randomly came across this like random, you know, on TikTok where they do like the things I bought this month. And it was these Beauty Blenders off Amazon. And oh my God, they're a game changer. And they're so much cheaper. You get like a huge pack. I'm going to have to link it, Carl. Remind me on that one. To link these Beauty Blenders. because they're so good. Actually, Carl, that's what we need to do. You need to remind me. I need to send you over all the links for the products that I'm using, and I can put it in the caption.
Yep.
So people can search them if they like the look of what I'm doing, but if they hate it, don't search it. Okay, so this is my ride or die product. Sorry, I'm just gonna write the product off my lip. This is my ride or die product. I have used this for so many years. I am obsessed. It is, in my opinion, the best concealer on the market. It's the MAC. I don't know why I'm reading it. Like, I know what it is. It's a Studio Finish concealer in NC15. I'll tell you who put me on this, actually. Daisy. I don't even think Daisy still uses this, but basically, you know, when you go on your first girls' holiday, we went to Ayia Napa, and Daisy was already so into makeup then. I was still using, like, makeup you got out of the magazines. I was not really into makeup like that. And she had this, and I fell in love with it. And look, and I have not stopped using it since. If MAC ever discontinue this product, I actually will be heartbroken, because it completely transforms my face and my look. And as I say, I just feel so much more confident with it. I feel like it really always brings together my face. And also what I love about this is that when I'm out and about and I need like touch-ups of concealer, this is so great. And I literally just whack my beauty blender in and like just plod it on my face, like as you can see as I'm doing. Kind of still just under my eyes. I don't really put it, I mean, we could put some here, that won't hurt. I don't really put it anywhere else, but it's a lot more, I'd say it's super full coverage. It's a lot more pasty, it's a lot thicker, but I personally love that. And obviously it's a lot lighter, which again, is really important to me. I really, really love a really bright under eye. I feel like it completely lifts my face. And I feel like mixing these two products is like the dream combination. And the yellow undertone in some of the shades I have with the HMB, and then the real quite whiteness of this and the lightness of it, it just really works so well together. Sometimes if I use this on its own, it's just too light, and I just really love to mix the two products, leaving me a nice, still natural, but more so full coverage finish, especially under my eyes. I really don't mind imperfections and everything on my face showing, but I've always, since I've fallen in love with makeup, really, really loved a real thick under eye and a real thick light under eye. Then to contour, I'm just going in, so this is actually another concealer, but this is the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer stick in obviously just a darker shade for my skin tone, and I'm going to contour with it, and this is in Cappuccino. Now I change between two. I also use the Refi. I'll show you in a second. I think we all know what we're talking about. But I also use the Refi to contour. It just changes. I don't necessarily have like a favorite, it just changes, but I am using the Refi brush. This brush is amazing. I think they killed it with this. Actually, they killed it with a lot of their products, but this brush for me is an absolute staple. Please don't be scared by how this is looking right now. I promise it will all come together. But I use this kind of big, dense, fat, like, I don't know how to call this. I'm on my period, you know, when you just brain goes do-do-do. This one I'm just using first, and then I go in with the more fluffy one, which I actually know a lot of people use for like foundation, and I kind of just go over the top of it like this to make sure that it's more like blended out. I actually haven't done the best job of that. Also, can we talk about, I've always had sideburns for like such a long time, and so many times I've been tempted to shave them. Please never let me do that, because that's terrible. I just need to embrace them. But like, same as my sister, our hair has always come like so low, and even also at the back here. Now pointing that out, you're never going to stop noticing it. So yeah, I just use this and just kind of like blend out everything. So when I do this every day, you're probably like, whoa, this might feel like quite a lot of every day, but I'm doing this like in 20 times speed. I'm literally like, shh, like I do it so quickly. I'm just taking my time today to make sure that you guys kind of follow along and understand exactly what I'm doing and why. But as I say, when I'm doing it day to day and I've got a child hanging off me and like 25,000 other things needed doing, it happens a lot quicker. And I always actually do my hair last, because I like to go in my hairline, but obviously because here I did my hair first, So I can't do the hairline thing too much because then my hair is going to be ruined, which is fine because it's so greasy. I actually noticed, Carl, that in the first podcast I did with Taylor, like I did my hair, like I washed my hair, and ever since it's just been slicked back and greasy, especially in the last episode. My hair was so greasy and slicked back. And it is again today, but I think for next episode I'm going to wash my hair.
You don't look greasy.
Are you joking? It's really greasy. It's because Carl's a man, and sometimes I think men don't really... Do you have sisters?
Yeah, I have.
You should then. I feel like men that have sisters know a little more. But were you close with them growing up?
No, not growing up. She hated me.
Oh, okay, that's why then. Carl's not down with the gal stuff.
No.
But yeah, just kind of like blend this out. I always accidentally get a bit much of a line here, so just make sure it's really blended. But yeah, this is obviously the Refi product that you can also use, which I do really love. As I say, just kind of chop and change. I think the placement, the applicator of this allows me to put the placement a little bit more like accurate. And the other one is just kind of like real quick time. And then I'll just go back in with my beauty blender and just make sure that there's no harsh like nose contours going on or anything. But I do love a nose contour to make the nose feel snatched. So yeah, just blend that all out as so. So it's super nice and seamless. I have gone out of the house so many times in my life with the worst blended contour, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh. And actually it's been more so since I've had a kid and I've had last time, and I'm like, oh, that looks really bad. Let me quickly run and get a beauty blender to fix that. So yeah, there we go. Nice, fresh, light. I've only used 4 products so far. People are going to be like, that might be a lot. I don't know, but it's just kind of like how I do. Then, so I got this magical, hold on, let me just blend it down here as well. Because as I say, this It Cosmetics cream is a little bit too dark for me. I need to get a lighter one. So I got this little greatness from Milk in a goodie bag, and it's a blush stick, and I absolutely love it. It's so good. I've never used a Milk product before. It's so bright and great, and I find that I work better with cream blushes. Actually, saying that though, my favorite blusher isn't cream. I'll use it. But I kind of place it on, and then I just kind of do this with my beauty blender because I like to make sure it's blended. Of course, at the moment, I'm using only cream products. I've not used any powder products yet. I will do. I just like to go in with all my cream first, and then I like to use all the powder products at the end when I know I don't need any more creamness going on. So that's a little bit of, it just works really nice. I really want to try some more Milk products. I think they're really good. So I dyed my eyebrows this morning. I used the squash, how do you say that? I think it's actually beard dye. That brand, Schwarzkopf. You know what?
Yeah, Schwarzkopf.
That one. So I think it's actually beard dye. It's on my story. I need to check. It's really, really good. I'll link it for you. So I've never, in my whole 28 years of life, I've never dyed my eyebrows at home. I mean, that's quite pathetic, isn't it? I don't know. But I did start using this Schwarzkopf stuff, and it's really good. So I actually feel like I don't need to do too much with my brows. But I'm really too far from the mirror to see what I'm doing. But I am just going to like fill them in a little bit and shape them. So I actually normally I normally really enjoy getting brow lamination, but as I say, I just haven't had chance to go over to the lady I go to. I use HD Brows in Birmingham. She's great and she's a friend and I really love her. So I normally I do this funny face when I pull my brows, do my brows. Carl, we might cut this out. But I do this to get like the shape of my brows that I want. But as I say, I don't really need to do much because they're already quite dark. So I'm just kind of like filling them in a little bit and leaving them like this. But I love the HD, I love brow lamination because I love the fluffy look. I love fluffy brows. I hope they always are a thing. And even if they're not a thing, who cares? Just still do it. I love them. I think it gives such a gorgeous, like, natural look. But as I say, I haven't been over to her in ages just because I haven't had the chance. So I kind of just dyed my eyebrows at home. Then I'm just using this NYX brow pencil in, this is Espresso. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I think it's the best. I love it. I think, honestly, it can get you the best results. And it's got such a fine, like, the drawing point is so fine that you can really, like, get a precise draw on. Does that make sense? Oh, I've got a bit of fluff again. What is going on? And that is another reason I don't use powder products until the very end, because if like fluff lands on my face, or if I need to scrape something off my face and then I've got powder, it doesn't quite work. So I'm then just going in with the NYX Brow Mascara. I literally just coat my brows in this as so, just like really lightly, just to make sure that all my hairs have been covered in the product and they're all looking uniformed. And I also like that you can kind of move your brows around with this and make sure they're in the right place. And then I go in with, I might have to ask Carl to open this because I can never open it. Let me see if I can. This is the Benefit Brow Glue. Oh, I did it. This is the Benefit Brow Glue. It's called 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I really love it. But here's the thing with this. I personally feel like when you apply the product, apply it first with the applicator as so. Do one brow, then do the second, and then I go in with my fingers to like actually push it down and set it, because sometimes I feel like when I don't do that, it doesn't really do the job. Does that make sense? So the brow gel now is all over my brows. So I take my finger where the nail fell off, and I like push it in, and it actually kind of sticks and sets and actually like pins to my face, instead of my brows being floppy everywhere. Does that make sense? So just, that's kind of like one of my tips with this product. When you apply it, then like push it into your brows and make sure that it really sets those hairs in place. I actually do have kind of haywire, is that the right word? Crazy eyebrow hairs. Like my sister, if I go see her and I haven't done my eyebrows properly, she'll be like, Luce, your eyebrows are pointing like this way. They have a mind of their own. And then I always just go in with this. This is just a Eco Tools like brush like this, a flat one. And I just kind of like, if something's gone wrong, even though it's gone quite well, I just clean it up. I put concealer on it and then I just clean it up. So this is a real great tool and I really love this. I'd say this is in my like top 5 tools, because I use it to like sculpt like lip liner when my lip liner goes messy. And yeah, so as I say, because this is an everyday look, I never like have time to or want to. I just leave it quite natural to like carve out brows or to like conceal. I just don't do it. I just quickly, especially if I've used the brow dye, it's that if I in real time, that just takes me like 2 seconds. And then I'm just going to use, so the bronzer that I will be using to powder, I just literally take that bronzer. So this is Dark Deep by MAC. It's actually a mineralized skin finish. So it's more of a powder, but I use it as a bronzer. And I literally just take a fluffy brush like this. And just like real quick, like there's no skill to this at all. There's nothing. I just real quick, just give my brows a little bit of color. It doesn't need to be anything special or anything fancy, just like this. And fill that in. Going back to brows, a lot of you wrote in on Topic Tuesday that you use soap to set your brows. I did try that. It just didn't work for me. I probably did it wrong. And I also found that a lot of the soap product would like be just hanging out in my brows, and I'd be walking out with like white soapy bits in my brows. And when I even used the soap, the brow soap that's like actually for brows, it didn't work. As I say, I probably did something wrong, but I personally feel like those 2 NYX products and that Benefit product, for me, gives me the best result. You also take a brush and whatever bronzer I'm using, because this is just for every day. I always like to go underneath my eyes as well. I don't know how to explain my eye shape. It's almond, I guess. But I like to bring it underneath as well. I feel like it just opens my eyes a little bit. So I'm putting this all the way underneath as well, just really lightly. As I say, like, this is minimal product. This is everyday. We don't need to do anything crazy. I just like to really use some bronzer color and bring it out. Just like so. Then what I do like to do is, whether it is a setting powder or anything. Today I'm just going to take it from my Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. I'm taking this shade right here, and I just like to put it under where the lighter bits I want to be. Now this isn't to brighten, it's just more so to set. I don't know if you can see what I've done. It's just given actually more of a matte look. It just kind of like puts it in place like this. That's all I do. I just think it gives a little bit more of a finished look. But again, for me, every day, completely not necessary. Not something I need to do. I just, because I'm sat here with you guys, I'm thinking, okay, in every eventuality of an everyday look, what would I do? Can we also just shout out lemon squash? I'm obsessed with lemon squash. So I've just bought some from home. One sec. Oh, Carl, you can keep that in.
Okay.
Bit of ASMR. Especially when I'm on my period. Lemon squash is my savior. And when I was pregnant, that is the only thing that got me through pregnancy. Ice cold lemon squash, wow, changed my life. So, I'm not going to bring myself to do mascara yet. Mascara is like the bane of my life. Anybody else just cannot come to terms with like the effort of mascara. Maybe I should get some individual lashes put on. But they also, I feel like, ruin your lashes a bit. So now we're going to go back to the face. I'm really enjoying this glowy look, and I really don't even want to put any powder on it. But I am, because I want to show you guys what I would do. So, first of all, let me find the right brush. Where you at, bro? This one, which I know I used on another product the other day. So I'm just going to, wow, this is so unprofessional. Don't ever copy what I'm doing. No, I can't use this. It's got a load of bronzer on it. I stupidly used it on bronzer the other day, and it's my powder brush. That's like, that's something my sister would do. That's like criminal behavior, and I'm very disappointed in myself, but I'm still just gonna use it to show you. So first of all, whenever I powder, as I say, I really don't love to powder. I just find sometimes it makes me go a little bit cakey. But I'm first going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't know, it's a goodie. I really like it. And just really lightly, I put some on the end. Well, that is a lot. I put it on the end of the brush. And then real quick, like this, real quick, sweep, 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 and dust off. Like, I don't want powder sitting on my face for too long, because I feel like it sometimes gives me a little bit like, goes a bit dull. I don't know. But I also know that if I don't use powder sometimes, by the time I get to the end of the street, my makeup looks like I've just drowned in like water. That goes a little bit greasy. So do that first, and then I take, this is so dirty again. Why did I not wash anything before I came here? People are going to be offended by this. This is actually a Trigwell powder puff. Remember when they went crazy on TikTok? They probably are still going crazy on TikTok. And I take the HNB pressed powder. Now this is hella white. You're probably thinking, no, don't put that on your face. But I am the biggest fan of a light under eye. So what I do is, after I've used the loose powder, I put this on the ends of my Trigwell, why am I calling that? Just powder puff thing. And then like blot it on my hand. And then, as I say, real quick again, whoa, just put it on my under eye. And that gives me that bright under eye that I've been wanting for so many years. I've never found a powder that actually like brings it out. And because it's an everyday look, as I say, I'm only using a tiny bit. But when I do my not heavy, I don't really wear heavy makeup. But if I was going out, I would really kind of work it in a little bit more. But I also like to put it here to really set that concealer thing. I didn't bring that out. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these pressed powders by HNB Cosmetics. Holly Boone, shout out to you, girl. So that's that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my like bronzer brush. I just use this one. I don't really have like, actually, I love the brushes I use. I've used them for years. I've never really deviated and gone anywhere else, but they're not like, they're just either like Real Techniques. This one's obviously Refi, Eco Tools, Bare Minerals. I literally have everything. I don't have like a die-hard brand that I love. I kind of just keep going till I find one and then stick with it. So I'm going back in with, because remember this is quick every day, I'm going back in with the same MAC bronzer shade that I used on my eyes, because we don't need to be doing like full eyeshadow looks on an everyday. And I just go over. It's super light. I don't want to do anything too heavy for an everyday look, but I kind of go over bronzy areas like this. And I just feel like it brings the look together and looks pretty damn everyday to me. Then the blusher I was talking about, which I love, is the Dandelion by Benefit. I like it because it's super light and pink and it's really fresh. And I think for an everyday look, and I actually use this brush. It gives a real fresh, pink, bright look. I love it. It's like my favorite. So we all need to run to Benefit, to be honest, to get that. And then what I like to do is just take a big fluffy brush. Again, this is a different brush. This is from MASQD powder. I don't know, this brand sounds new to me, but obviously I've known it for years. It's been in my makeup bag. And I kind of just like to blend it all together to make sure that there's no like deep, harsh lines. And it kind of looks all put together. As so. Now, I need to bring myself to do mascara, and I really don't want to bring myself to do it, but we're going to do it because it's part of the process. I'm struggling with mascaras at the moment, guys. Maybe you can help me. So I love this one from Iconic London. It's so good, and it's just run out. So I thought, you know what? I need to go and give my OG mascara some more love. So I went to Boots and got the telescopic L'Oreal one. What, have they changed something? Because it's just not hitting like it used to, and I was absolutely devastated. So I haven't been out to get another one. I haven't reordered this from Iconic. So we're just gonna have to just try and merge the two and see what happens. I do love an eyelash curler. I do think it brings out the lashes and gives them a nice shape. But I actually come from, well, apart from my sister, I don't know, maybe something happened to her in the womb, but a lot of my family have straight eyelashes. Like my cousin's eyelashes are like so unbelievably straight, I can't explain. They're like this. So I always use an eyelash curler just to curl mine up a little bit. But I can't be honest, if anyone has a trick for me, I feel like by the time I put my mascara on, the curl's gone. But I do think an eyelash curler is a good investment, but I'm going to show you now. So we're going to go in with this Iconic one, even though the product is basically run out. But I do really love this mascara, guys. So if you're looking for a new one, let's both get one on order because it is really good. By the way, nothing I say in this podcast is like brand promo or anything. These are just brands and products that I've used for years. This is literally my everyday makeup. So shout out to these brands for making great products. I would love to work with you in the future. But this is no sponsored, no ads, absolutely nothing. This is just authentic, my everyday makeup bag. Look, so I've just applied that Iconicness. I'll be honest. So I used to use that like lash serum stuff. And then I started reading articles and I stopped using it because apparently the ingredients are actually really harmful, which I kind of can understand because the results you can get is so good. I'm like something has to be up, like something's got to be wrong. So I stopped using it, and I also found that when I did use the product, my eyes would feel really sore. So I'm not doing that whole lash growth thing anymore because I'm not sure how kosher it is, and I'm not sure how good it is for us, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest, all makeup is full of poopy, isn't it? Nothing's really great for our skin. But I mean, near our eyes, like I think we have to take care of our eye health. And I'm not sure that was doing that. So I'm just using those two products. As you can see, I'm not going to do any more than that, especially for an everyday look. And I'm rushing a couple of coats of each product and then I'm good to go. So pop in the comments if you guys have any great mascara recommendations. I would love to try some new ones. And this is also a reminder for me to get this product back on order because I really do love this Iconic London one. And actually these two do work really well together. And then I always mess up with my mascara, and as I don't know if you can see, but it's gone like above where it should be. So again, use my brush that always has a little bit of concealer on the end and just brush any of it out. Oh, excuse me. Or also just use your finger and it comes out. So that's my mascara done. Now for lips. A lot of you in Topic Tuesdays were like, we can't wait to see your lips because I overline my lips and I love the way it looks. I'll be honest, lip liner for me is one of my dream favorite things in the world. And it's really important in my makeup bag and it's really important in my looks. And I find that with lip liner, you can use it. By the way, these earrings are a dream, but I've just got makeup on them. Let me clean them off and show you. These are from Jewelry MAI. We'll tag them in the thing. Small business, amazing jewelry. Got sent some earrings from them and I absolutely love. But with lip liner, I feel like it, again, gives me that confidence sometimes and just makes me feel, brings my makeup to life. So I'm first going to go in with this by Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, I really like it. It's like pretty much almost gone. It's Iconic Nude. I can't really talk when I do this, so we'll speed this up and I'm just going to have to go silent for a second. So just trust the process here. I always go in with like a real light nude to start, just to set the base of my line. I always overline on this part, so like the top and the bottom of your lip area. So I overline here and I overline here, and I don't really overline anywhere else to create that more like elevated look. But to be honest, what I love about lip liner is that depending on your mood and depending what you want to do, you can line your lips in different ways to like create a different lip shape. It's genius. I love it. So then I've kind of used just a light nude to kind of set my lips, not set my lips, but create a line. I'm now going in with Cork by MAC. Now this is a lot darker. So you do have to be careful because it's a very deep dark brown, especially for my skin tone, but I do love a brownie nude. I'm not really so much into pinks. I do like it, but I'm more of like a brown. So now this looks silly, I know. It's very, very dark. Actually, it might not like look silly to some people if you like that look. But for me, I'm not going to stop here because it's very dark. I then take like a brush. This is from Real Techniques. And I like just blend out this harsh line. And then any bits that I've messed up, I just take my brush again. And clean that up. So that's kind of like the basis of my lips. I love to overline at the top and the bottom and then keep it pretty the same throughout. I just love the way, I love lip liner. It's like an absolute must. I love the way it brings together a look. And then we're gonna do some, I'm not gonna leave it like this, but I'm just gonna take a drink. I don't know what I was like, but my voice seems gone. I'm then just gonna take, let me find it. So I'll just say something. I love, love, love MAC lip liners. I'd say they're my favorite, but they're a bit harder to draw with. I find the formula of them a little less smooth, but I love the look it creates. What's a lot more smooth are the NYX lip liners, in my opinion. So this is Nude Truffle. No, this is London. I have Nude Truffle in London. And this is just the NYX matte lip liner. But the formula of this is so much more creamy. So like you can really almost like draw like a lot quicker with it. It's a much, much smoother formula. So when I do the MAC, I feel like I have to be more careful because you can't really, because I don't know how to explain, but it doesn't work for me anyways. But with this NYX one, I can really go to town with it. I'd actually say I use the most time and different products on my lips to create the look. Everything else on my face is just real quick and like, boo, but my lips, I take a lot more time. And then going in with my MAC concealer that I used on my under eyes, I will clean up any edges of my lips. I like a real clean edge, so I do that. Then my lips have probably been crusty dusty this whole podcast, to be honest, but my lips feel hella dry today. As I say, when it's my period, my skin, face, whole body energy goes through the works. I don't know about anyone else, but my lips feel so dry. Sorry, I'm just trying to reposition the camera. Oh, not the camera, the mirror. There. Yeah, my lips feel really dry. So I'm like torn. Should I put a gloss on? But I'm not really a gloss girl, too tough. I like more of like a matte finish. So what I am going to use, and I did get out, but I can't see it on the table. Did I leave it in the bag? No, where is it? Lips, where are you? Here it is. I'm going to be using a mixture between like, it's kind of like a cream sheeny lipstick thing. So this is from MAC. It's Sweet Treat 451 Glow Play. I think this could be in one of their like limited edition things. And it's like a mixture of a gloss and a lipstick. So I'm using that because that's what I feel like I need on today. Just kind of like in the middle bits. I don't go near the line that I created. I just put it all over here and then use my fingers to work it in. And then if I feel like I need to do anything else, maybe go over with a liner or whatever it may be, I will just do that. But I really like to overline my lips. I really like to create that shape and I like to give them some oomph, you know? I feel like that's what lip liner does for me. It really brings out confidence. I love wearing lip liner. It's my favorite makeup product by far. And it brings together my look. And even if I have a tiny bit of like everyday makeup on, I'll always make way for lip liner because it's got such a space in my heart, you know? So that generally is an everyday look for me. That in real time would have taken me 5 minutes and 2.5 of those minutes would have gone on lip liner. So 2.5 minutes on the rest of my face. But I am going to set my face. And because I'm sat here with you guys and I don't want to get up because I really enjoy this, I'm going to put on a little bit of highlighter and then show you some other products that I love. And then we'll talk through a little bit of Topic Tuesday topics. And then that's it. So I'm going in with the all-nighter Urban Decay. I really like Urban Decay setting sprays, and I really love their vitamin C one, but I left that at home for some reason. So I just apply. I love the feeling of setting spray going on my face. I feel like it brings me to life. And then I like to put setting spray on and then put a bit of highlighter on if I feel like it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really a highlighter girl. I can leave highlighter. It doesn't really bring out anything for me. I don't know. I much rather love all the other products, but I can see how it does really bring out the face. And the highlighters that I love are the Refi one, which is in the bag because I wasn't going to use it, but I do love this Refi one, and this is also really good as body glow. A little bit of this goes the longest way. When I say you need a little bit, I also love the iconic illuminator drops, and I also love, I'm going to say this wrong, so please don't at me, Ilamask. I'm not going to ask you because you don't know what it is. Ilamask. I'm going to go Ilamask, but this is their Beyond's highlighter powder. And it's really nice, and I do really like it. But I am just not a highlighter girl, as I just said. But I'm going to apply some of this Ilamask one with a fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush. Oh, yeah, Morphe brushes are really good too. How can I forget about Morphe? And I'm just going to apply it. I will show you where. So I just pop it on the end of this fluffy brush. It goes on the top of my cheeks. Wait, maybe I do love highlighter. I feel like I just never bring myself to use it. I'm putting it on the top of my cheeks, the arch of my brow. I like to bring it down my nose, but just a tiny bit. I've made the mistake so many times of using too much. Oh no, not that product. Too much of this product. And my family have mocked me and been like, you look like you're sweating. So you literally need a tiny bit of that product. But I like to put it there and just here. And I feel like that's all I do with highlighter. I don't really do too much. So that now literally is the final everyday makeup look. I would not do anything else. This is actually, I know, I've been kind to myself on this everyday makeup look because I've done probably, I mean, I know I've spent more time, but I've done more than obviously I probably would have. I'm just going back. There, perfect. So any other products that I love that I didn't talk about? I love this product. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush, but don't watch the bottle. I basically dropped the bottle on the bathroom floor. It smashed everywhere, but I managed to save the product and I decanted it into a skincare serum that was finished. So I love, love, love that. I obviously love my NYX lip paints. If you've known me or followed me for a while, I love these products so much, but obviously my lips are just a bit dry. So I felt like I needed a little bit of something to help me out. I feel like I've used all the other products that I love. I love the Kylie lip colors. I love the Kylie lip liners. This is Dolce K. Now I really am just shoving anything on my lips just for this video, aren't I? But I love these products. She killed it with this formula. I have a lot of like Benefit bronzers down here and different Benefit products. I'm a big Benefit fan. And they're just easy to use. Some products that I really do want to try is some Dior products. I feel like they've really upped their beauty game and makeup game. Daisy actually told me that there's some really great concealers and foundations. And I don't think I've ever tried Dior makeup. I think the only high-end brand of makeup I've tried was Chanel, and I hated it. Oh no, that's not true. I had their bronzer, which obviously is a really popular one, and I love that. But I used one of their foundations, and it was probably the worst foundation I've ever used. But Charlotte Tilbury has my heart on that one. So yeah, I do want to try some Dior stuff. I also want to try the house, Lady Gaga's brand. Apparently that is meant to be really good as well. Hourglass, I want to try some Hourglass. I'd really love to try some more high-end brands. It's expensive, but I do really love to try them to kind of like see what's going on. So I'm just gonna look at some questions now and see what we were talking about. Because, in true topic Tuesday fashion. So a lot of people I say were going to ask and have been asking about how to not get a crease under eye. I think we should put like a loading bar on this one, Carl, because Holly Boone is coming on the podcast and we need to save this one for her because I feel like she's the queen of this. Her makeup always looks like beyond perfection. So she's coming on the podcast. Let's wait and ask her. How to line the lips. I feel like I've answered that one. How I line my lips. And honestly, like this is the shape I've gone for today. But as I say with lip liner, it's a beautiful thing. You can use this tool to create a shape on your lips, like however you want. And if you feel like maybe you're toying with like lip filler or something, don't do it. Just get a lip liner and create it. It's the most beautiful thing. I freaking love lip liner. Someone said, please no more scouse brows. I can't deal. Less is more. I don't know what scouse brow is defined by. Is it like the thick dark line? I'm not sure. Maybe we need to insert image of what Google defines. Can we insert image of what Google defines as a scouse brow?
I'll find an image.
If it's anything like this, then take it out. But okay, with brows, I do like a strong brow for me, especially because I'm dark haired. I do like a strong brow and I do like a strong fluffy brow. So I don't know if I come under that. I'm going to be interested. I'm not sure. Weleda Skin Food as a primer. So Weleda Skin Food is a moisturizer and I have it at home. And so I was using it every single day. I'm a big fan of Weleda, but I went for a facial recently and it was the most amazing facial I've ever been to. And they did this full analysis of my skin and I kind of felt like I should stop using it. Basically, it's a very, very thick moisturizer and it does give you a gorgeous glow. But in the skincare analysis, it was basically showing that my skin, although it may look fine and nice and glowy on the outside, was actually quite congested and my pores were very, very clogged. And I said to her, I was like, oh, she was asking me what products I use. And I was like, oh, I use Weleda skincare and all this stuff. And she was like, this could be the issue as to why your skin looks from the medical and professional and in-depth way looks quite clogged. So I actually left that facial with the Zoe skincare, which is the medical grade skincare. And a guy, I think it's Dr. Obagi that created Obagi and Zoe skincare. And I got an Obagi moisturizer and I have that on today and I love it. Also, I walked away with SPF because I never use SPF and I'm going to send Kyle. Kyle? You're not Kyle. Who the hell's Kyle?
That's a great question.
Carl? I'm going to send Carl a picture of, so he can insert in this clip, of my face under like scrutiny?
Yeah.
You know, like under harsh, like, it's not scrutiny, that's not the word I want to use, but basically it shows all the sun damage on my skin.
Under harsh light or
it's
UV light or something.
Yeah, it was quite scary. I was like, whoa. So then I put on my story, I don't know if like you have any opinions on this, Carl, but I put on my story like, oh, everyone like, please use SPF, because I genuinely think like, I have started using it now, and then people wrote to me, but like, SPF is the problem. Because SPF is like chemical cancer causing. Have you seen all of the like conspiracy around SPF?
No, forgive my ignorance.
You don't know what SPF is?
Is that sun cream? Okay.
Yeah.
So I get told off by my partner about sun cream because I refuse to put it on at times. I'm like a child, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you look into it, there's two sides of SPF. One side is like SPF is a must, and then the other side is like SPF is the problem. And SPF has so many cancer causing and irritants to skin.
Okay.
And like as humans, like as we were created, we're meant to be in the sun.
But could that not could anything not fall under that category?
Yeah, this is my problem, because when I posted that like SPF thing, a few people were writing that to me and I was like, you can't win, can you? Because there's two sides to everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick to wearing SPF, because after I saw that skin damage thing, I was like, well, but anyways, back to Weleda. It's a real great moisturizer. I really, really love it. It just is thick. Okay, this was a really interesting one. Controversial thought. Skincare and makeup is just another tax on women. Do we really need it, or is it the patriarchy? What's your thoughts on that as a man? Like,
honestly?
Yeah. Of course, honesty always.
Men don't care. The amount of times I've told my partner she doesn't need to wear makeup and she doesn't listen.
Men don't care.
Men don't care.
But then what I would say is that I personally don't take care of myself and wear makeup for men. I wear makeup because I feel confident with it on.
Yeah.
I feel confident. Listen, I feel confident without it. I've come on here to however many people can see this with no makeup. I walk on the street, like, it doesn't define me, and I can't leave. It's not a thing that like I can't leave the house without it. I enjoy makeup so much, and I love using it, and I love experimenting with products, and I really enjoy it. I do hear that comment though, like, I think women should wear it and indulge in it and love it for them.
There's pressures.
Yeah, it would hurt me if women were doing it because of pressure.
Yeah.
Because of what men think. Get that thought out of your head. And because of like society.
Yeah.
Like I love not wearing makeup. I love being fresh faced, and I love it even more since being a mom. Because I can smother Ziggy.
All the magazines.
It's pressure, social, yeah. But I also love in this day and age, especially with TikTok, how there's so many creators now that create, and it's so different. And they really bring the art out in like how products can be used. And it's not just about looking pretty or covering up, you know. I think it should be used to like emphasize beauty.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, no, 100%.
But I can also hear that one, like, it's a woman thing. But is it? Because nowadays, so many men are more open and use makeup, and you have so many more creators online who are men and creating with makeup, you know? So I feel like that narrative is changing a bit. But it's interesting that you say, like, men don't care. But it is facts because, say, for example, like, he always is like, you're beautiful without makeup. Like, you don't need to wear it. But I'm like, I don't wear it, like, for you, or I don't wear it for, like, anyone other than me. Like, I enjoy it. And I do enjoy sometimes having 30 minutes to put makeup on. And I feel good with it on.
Yeah.
When I saw that one come in, I was like, that's actually so interesting. Like, the spin on it, you know? Yeah. So actually someone was speaking about the Refi products. So where is it? Because I actually have the lip liner. This is the Refi lip liner. Actually, this is really interesting. So it says here, if you don't like the matte effect, just apply the serum and setter to the Cupid's bow. So basically with the Refi product, if you don't know, it has like this, I call it like Vaseline. It feels like Vaseline-like substance in this. And it actually sets your lip liner. And I think it's the first one on the market. And it is really good. I actually don't use it so much because with me, I feel like I don't need it too tough. I've used it a couple of times and I did notice a difference. But I actually don't feel like it makes a difference to my makeup. And I actually find that with the MAC lip liners, they're so durable. Like, I can wear them all day, eat, drink, everything. And by the end of the day, it's kind of like still on my lips, you know? But I do think, like, with makeup and just everything in general, when it comes to this, like, beauty industry and, like, beauty standards and stuff, I actually think the way that industry is going, like, is, I don't know how it is for, like, younger kids, because I'm not around that or experienced it, but especially for me in the past, like, 5-10 years, I feel like there's less pressure. There's less, or maybe it's just me, I've grown into my skin and my confidence that I don't care about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that.
Whereas, like, for teenagers at school, I wonder what goes through their heads.
I think there's more pressure.
That kind of, like, really hurts my soul.
Just because they've got so much access to things online nowadays, and they see everything and they think, oh, I want to be like that, or I want to look like that. And
also, people are not very nice at school.
Exactly, yeah.
Like bullying and stuff. When I was pregnant, I was more fearful of having a girl.
Okay.
In this
time frame.
Yeah. Do you hear me?
I 100% hear you.
I was a little more in my head about if it was a girl, how can I protect her?
Yes, it's easier when you've got a boy. I think
it's different. It's like different worries.
Yes.
But with a girl, more of this like pressure and beauty standard. Like, how can I protect her?
I don't want to say. I am going to say it. I feel like there's more of a mental health pressure on young female girls because they've got so much
in their head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope the space and the way that this is moving, it continues to move in a space where there's space for all. Because as I say, if you look on TikTok now and like beauty creators, you can find everyone and everything, and it's beautiful and I love it. And all the products, you can see like different people using it. And, you know, everyone looks different shapes, sizes, styles, like all different races and colours and ethnicities. And it's great and I love it. And I really hope it continues to move in this way because I think it sends the message that there's space for all. And I think that's where I want to end this one, on that note.
Perfect.
That makeup and beauty and skincare should be used for you and only you and no one else. That you should embrace it and let it bring out all confidence and everything inside of you that, you know, like when I put makeup on, I come to life and I love it. And sometimes when I'm having a bad day, if I put makeup on, I feel better. And that's fine. Like, of course, I would never just hide behind it or let it really change you or suffer behind makeup. You know, I feel makeup should really bring out that side of you, whether it's creative or a little bit more simple, you know. And I hope that helped. So all of these products that I use will be linked in the comment section. I will just obviously state that these will be affiliate links, which means that if you purchase through these links, I get a little bit of commission. So do just want to put that out there. And I'll link everything. So if you enjoyed any specific product, maybe you like the CC cream or the contouring or the lips, whatever it may be, or the whole thing, then you can go and buy it straight away. So next week, so excited. We've got Imogen Horton, and then we've got Chrissy, and then we've got Holly. And I'm so excited to be back on the couch with our guests. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you can do. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you guys are too. And we'll see you next week. Bye.